Now, in the House, narrowly passing a budget plan last night. It was a major test for House Speaker Mike Johnson and President Trump's agenda. Jay O'Brien checking the latest on Capitol Hill. Good morning, Jay.
Good morning, George. Republicans celebrating this morning, narrowly getting their budget blueprint through the House, fulfilling a key promise to President Trump, but only after drama up here on the Hill.
Overnight chaos in Congress as the vote to pass the House Republicans' budget blueprint was on, then off, then on again. Republican leaders stalling for more than an hour, wrangling holdout votes, then appearing to cancel the vote, members heading home, only to be told to rush back. House Republicans ultimately adopting the budget resolution along party lines, the first step toward passing President Donald Trump's sweeping legislative agenda. It was a major test for Speaker Mike Johnson and his razor-thin majority. Trump personally pressuring some of the 4 holdout votes and 3 finally flipping.
Were you worried about defying him by voting no?
No, not at all.
But Kentucky Congressman Thomas Massie not budging, concerned about the overall costs.
We are cutting taxes and we're not going to cut spending to match it, so the deficit's going to go up. That's what this bill does.
The budget resolution aims to cut at least $2 trillion in federal spending over 10 years. Includes at least $4.5 trillion in tax cuts, hoping to extend Trump's 2017 cuts, which expire at the end of the year, and raises the debt limit by $4 trillion. Aware of the slim margins, Democrats rushing in missing members to vote. Congressman Kevin Mullen from California jumping on a plane just after being discharged from spending the last 10 days in the hospital for a blood clot. And Representative Brittany Peterson, who is on maternity leave, speaking after voting no while holding her 1-month-old baby.
Unfortunately, I wasn't given the opportunity to vote remotely after giving birth, but I wasn't going to let that stop me from being here to represent my constituents and vote no on this disastrous Republican budget proposal.
While specific budget cuts haven't been determined, Democrats warning Medicaid, the health care program for low-income Americans and those with disabilities, is expected to be slashed.
The reckless Republican budget will cut taxes up to $4.5 trillion for the wealthy, the well-off, and the well-connected, and then they are sticking working-class Americans, middle-class Americans, and everyday Americans with the bill.
This is just the first step in a months-long budget process in both the House and Senate, but the chaos just to clear this vote spells trouble for other legislative fights ahead, including averting a government shutdown next month. Robin.
More to come, as you said, Jay. Thank you. We're going to stay in Washington. President Trump signing a new executive action as he is set to hold his first full cabinet meeting with Elon Musk in attendance. Our senior political correspondent, Rachel Scott, is tracking it all there at the White House for us. Good morning, Rachel.
Robin, good morning to you. And in just a few hours, President Trump will host his first full cabinet meeting of his second term. And he is inviting his most powerful advisor, Elon Musk, to join him. Unlike the other cabinet secretaries that will be seated at the table, Musk was not confirmed by the United States Senate. He's considered a special government employee, and he will be coming face-to-face with some of the top Trump officials who pushed back against his ultimatum to federal workers to list their accomplishments in the past week or lose their jobs. The White House says about 1 million people did respond to that email, but you had the Department of Justice, you had the State Department, the FBI telling their employees to hold off. The president ultimately siding with Musk here, saying that those that do not respond could be fired or semi-fired. And this morning, the backlash against the Department of Government Efficiency is growing. Overnight, we learned that 21 federal contractors, computer engineers, project managers said that they will now be resigning rather than working for Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency to further their agenda, Robin.
We learned that, Rachel, and we also are learning about a new executive action from the president that is really targeting former special counsel Jack Smith.
Yeah, this is an executive action from President Trump targeting the law firm that is now representing former special counsel Jack Smith, who led multiple investigations into the president. So what this does, it strips the security clearance of any attorney or lawyer that is representing Jack Smith now, as well as anyone who worked with him while he was investigating President Trump. The bottom line here, this is a clear escalation of the president targeting who he perceives to be his political enemies, Robin.
It does seem very clear about that. And the president also floated the idea of a gold card to a pathway to citizenship. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, this is a new one here, Robin. The president announcing a new visa program to attract wealthy foreigners. It's what he is calling the gold card. And for $5 million, he says it will offer a pathway to citizenship here in the United States. The idea here is to replace a different visa program that allowed foreigners that invested $1 million in jobs and businesses in the United States some residency here. The president was asked directly if Russian oligarchs, for example, could apply for this program. He said yes, possibly, saying he knows some Russian oligarchs, calling them very nice people, Robin.
All right, our thanks to you on your reporting there at the White House, Rachel. Michael?
All right, Robin.